And welcome to another episode of the Nashville Scoop. I'm Chris McKenna.
And I'm Craig Candage.
And this week we went to Loveless Cafe.
Loveless Cafe is really high on all the articles on where tourists should go and things like that. You do see a really good mix of locals and tourists in there, though. And I mean, being there today,
you could tell.
You could tell.
It was easy to pick. You can pick tourists out. You can pick locals out. But yeah, it was a huge mix.
They actually give a discount out to locals as well in the gift shops and things, which we'll get into later.
It's nice.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So it's off the Natchez Trace, which is the Natchez Trace goes straight from basically Loveless straight down to Natchez, Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Along it is another hot tourist spot, which is the Natchez Trace Parkway Bridge.
Yep.
Check it out. We'll put a photo up in the socials of it. It's a really, really cool looking bridge.
Yep.
Also
nice.
on a
really
little
cool.
bit darker note, I believe it's also the bridge with the most suicides. Exactly. In Tennessee.
If you're gonna do it right.
That's true.
I guess.
Yeah.
You don't want to. The 2-story bridges you don't want to be jumping off of,
No, this thing's pretty high.
Pick the high ones. So
it does have a little parking area too, where you can go out on it and check it out. But it's a very cool looking bridge.
Yeah, it is. It's nice. So
we got there today about a little bit before noon.
Yeah, I think the plan was to meet up there 11:30. I was a couple minutes behind. You were already there, so you got our name in, and
there was a 30-minute wait when I got there
already at 11:30.
And that was about a little after 11:30.
I mean, the good thing was the 30-minute wait turned into I think 15
maybe
minutes, 20.
Yeah,
so it really wasn't bad at all.
Everything goes pretty quick there anyway.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
So, well, at least it's surprising. I mean, we were sitting there for a while. Like, first of all, our waiter was awesome. He was cool. Chaz.
Yep.
He was great, perfect. And he was just super busy, and you could tell. So, like, when people are actually busy and you're in restaurants and they don't come right up to you all the time, it's totally acceptable.
Absolutely.
And that's what it was like today. So, like, we were sitting around for a little while waiting, but it wasn't a big deal.
He made up for the service and personality.
Oh yeah, well, you could tell why he was always busy. He was very personable and everything like that, and like he would sit there and he talked to us for like 5 minutes too. So
of course I had to make him feel awkward the second he came over to us.
You did, yes. We'll leave out why, but but he handled it well.
So Loveless in general, it's just a really old. It's called the Loveless Cafe, and it's got breakfast, lunch, dinner. Very southern style food. The reason that it's on all the tourist lists is the biscuits. Which we'll get into in a second too, but
I mean, just kind of start from the beginning. Like when you get there, I mean, the parking, I mean, it was like you said, 30-minute wait. I mean, I found a spot right up front. There were a couple spaces. I know you had sort of warned me and said you might have to go to the back, but I found a couple up front, so that was awesome.
Mm-hmm. I did have to park in the back. It was a lot more crowded when I got there.
Right, but even in the back, I think that
plenty of spots though. So in the back, still only like couple of 100 feet.
Yeah.
Further, so it's not bad.
So I mean, and it's not a bad deal anyway because you're going to end up walking by all the places that you want to go and hit up too. So
speaking of,
like so the stores and everything. So yeah, why don't you tell them?
So Loveless has there's a motel that you can stay at there. It's very small one, so it's a single level, kind of long with the all the doors and the porches. Next to that's the restaurant where we went today.
Yep.
Across the street from that, but across the parking lot, I should say, is their gift shop. Their gift shop sells a lot of the recipes and different things that they use, like the flour that they use for the biscuits, right. The waffles, pancakes, all that kind of stuff, bumper stickers, T-shirts, anything that you would want to remember your trip from Loveless. Behind the cafe itself, they have like an outfitter where there's like some clothing and different things like that.
Sure.
So,
and then like that barbecue building.
They have a little barbecue stand next door too. That's
wasn't open.
It wasn't open, and it's infrequently open.
Yeah.
But they do. It's a barbecue window.
Right.
Never had it, so I couldn't tell you how it is.
Yeah. So they have all that stuff, and then I thought the one cool thing too, like out in front, in between the road and getting into the cafe and stuff, it's sort of like your waiting area. They had a couple things, a cornhole there, things like
fire
that.
Pit, some tables with umbrellas and stuff. Yeah, real good waiting.
They're used
area. It used
to people
be a
waiting.
lot.
So
absolutely. I mean, that was nothing for a wait for there today.
No. It was definitely way better than what I was expecting. So that's also kind of why we tried to go at like an off time, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, going before noon in the middle of the week.
You have to.
So
well, a place like this is...
And there was still... today's Tuesday that we're doing this, and we went at 11:30 a.m. on a Tuesday afternoon, and it's not even nice outside. It's like cloudy, a little bit of rain.
Drizzly.
Things like that, and there was still a 30-minute wait at 11:30 this morning. So, yeah, I have to imagine, not having been there at a peak time, that place has to get juiced.
It's impossible on the weekends.
Yeah. So, but it was good for us. We got in relatively quick. Got seated, and yeah, Chaz was awesome. Really, like I said before, personable guy. You know, tried to relate. He related to us, like we had both worked in the Red Sox organization. He said he knows Mookie Betts. Went to high school, made a little trip up to Boston, things like that. He talked to us for like 5 minutes. He's a good guy. So. Explained everything. We had questions on the menu here and there. Explained everything great. So all the service was fantastic.
Mm-hmm. Menu is they serve breakfast, which is pretty much the majority of the food on the menu, and then it's one whole side of the menu.
Right.
And then starting at 11 o'clock, they start what they just call dinner, which is lunch and dinner.
Yep.
Or supper, whatever you call it.
Supper. They got the supper menu.
Did they have a supper menu? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it says on the menu. Supper.
So you can pick between any of that after 11 or just breakfast before 11.
Yeah.
Very southern, like home style. Cooking.
Like the
menu.
seating and everything too. It's very like it's very non-commercial looking. You know, it's like you're in somebody's dining room, kitchen type feel to it, you know.
Yeah, so you walk in and you just see the walls are just plastered with autograph photos from
all the
celebrities and musicians and different things that have gone through there. It is a big hot spot.
Yep. So you sit down, you talk to Chaz a little bit. He brings you over some biscuits to get started, which were phenomenal.
My favorite biscuits in Nashville is Loveless.
Really?
My favorite.
Oh, okay.
It's like a true biscuit, buttermilk biscuit.
So biscuit love, not your favorite.
No.
Okay. Just making sure.
Junk biscuits over there.
Anyway, we don't need to rehash that. But yeah, no, they were really good biscuits. Smaller. They're smaller size biscuits.
They're warm. They're soft.
Yep.
And they bring you three different kinds of preserves.
Yeah.
They brought blackberry, strawberry, and peach.
We were both on the same page. We don't mess around with peach.
Nope.
Peach like flavored things. Like we were talking about this. I like peaches themselves. Don't like peach flavored items.
I don't. I feel like I can taste the fuzz when I taste peach anything.
Nice. I'm kind of the same way with watermelon. I was telling you that too. Yeah. Love watermelon. Hate watermelon flavored like items, no matter what it is. So yeah, it's weird. But did try the strawberry and tried the it was blackberry, right?
Blackberry, yeah.
Strawberry was great. That one was really good. The blackberry, even though I love blackberry stuff, like we used to make our own jams and things like that back in high school in Vermont with like wild blackberries and everything. I used to love that. This one, for some reason, I don't know. I just wasn't a huge fan of. But
it was a little
seedy.
I was gonna say chunky because I love a seedy raspberry jam.
Yep.
But this one was almost a little chunky.
Yeah, it was chunky.
And I feel like there was a lack of flavor because of that.
I agree.
Like it wasn't like mixed enough.
Yep. I'm with you. But overall, biscuits were good.
Yeah.
So and the strawberry was great. So definitely recommend the biscuits.
So I got a pimento cheeseburger, and that was pretty dang good. So it was a grilled burger, applewood bacon, buttermilk, pimento cheese, lettuce and tomato. I got no tomato on it. Comes with a side of fries. I substituted the fries for mac and cheese because I have had their mac and cheese before.
Yep.
And I knew it was worth substituting for.
Yeah.
So
I tried it after you got it. And I mean, I usually like trying mac and cheese from places too. So, but I tried it, very cheesy mac and cheese. So, I loved it. It was really good.
Burger came to order, medium rare. It was a perfect medium rare. The pimento cheese that was on top was not what I expected. I don't know why, because I know what pimento cheese is. But if you know what pimento cheese is, it was about a half-inch thick layer of pimento cheese mix on top of the burger, and it was unbelievable.
That's a healthy dose of any kind of cheese.
Yeah, that was a lot of cheese. I'm a cheese connoisseur, so.
Yeah, you are. So anything that was it for your meal?
That was it for the meal. Yeah.
All right.
And it was really good.
Okay. I got the hand-breaded jumbo chicken fingers. Choice of dipping sauce. You also get, with that one, you get 2 sides. So this was the one thing, like, I was looking up the menu before, like, we even got there. I was looking it up last night, and the sides that I saw, all of them actually look really good, but there was one I was locked in on. I was like, I don't care what I get for lunch as long as I get the sides with it, and I get this side. The caramel sweet potatoes were every bit as amazing as they sound when you hear the name. So
it tasted like candy.
It was, and like some of the places do it perfect when they do sweet potatoes, where it's almost like having dessert.
Yeah,
and that's basically how it was. But these when they do these sweet potatoes, they come cubed. Mm-hmm. So they cube the sweet potatoes, and then it's got like your caramel glaze put all over it. I don't know how they cook it. If it's cooked that way, I imagine it probably is cooked with the caramel.
It seemed like it was a little bit because it wasn't like overly saturated in them.
Exactly. Yeah. You couldn't really see like the drip of caramel or anything like that. So I feel like it was more cooked with the caramel than anything.
But you could taste it like it was a drip on it.
Yeah,
like it definitely was infused or something.
Amazing.
Yeah.
So I got that, and then I got the creamed corn as well.
How was that? I didn't try that one.
It was good. As far as creamed corn goes, yeah, it was really good. I have no complaints about it. It was basic creamed corn. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was anything special. But the hand-breaded chicken fingers, these things, it says jumbo chicken fingers on it. They aren't messing around when they say jumbo. All right, so I had...
Those are jumbo chicken hands.
They were huge.
They were big.
Yes. It's like a full-on, like, you know how, like, when you get, like, you go to the store, you get chicken breast. You can get, like, the full chicken breast. You could get, like, the chicken fillet, like the very thin.
The thin one.
It was, like, three breaded fillets.
Basically the size of a breast, just
thinner. It was
thinner.
huge. Yeah. It was. So I only had one of them. I could only finish one out of the 3 that they gave me, and I was totally full afterwards. So... but the breading is fantastic. It was really good. Like the whole meal I thought was great.
Good.
So and the one thing that I wasn't expecting, I didn't get this far when I was looking up the menu last night, was the desserts. I wasn't planning on getting a dessert or anything like that, but as we were kind of, going through the menu, I saw the desserts. And
they had a couple.
They sounded
good. I've never even heard of.
Yeah.
It's all pies.
Yeah, they were pies. There was, so they did also say that they have like your pie of the month to ask about that. And the pie of the month was apple crisp,
which you got,
which I ended up getting. Yeah,
which was delicious.
It was great. So they warm it up for you before they bring it out, and then a little side of whipped cream. No ice cream. I was waiting for it. I was waiting for them to offer the ice cream, but
I almost asked if they
totally
did a la mode.
I do like having ice cream with my crisp, but honestly, this was so good that you didn't need it. Just like that little bit of whipped cream that they ended up giving you was perfect.
A good French vanilla with that.
Yeah, I mean, you can't beat that either. But I wasn't gonna cry about it, because it was good.
It was real good.
It was enough. I mean, it was plenty anyway. So
I got a fudge pie, which was if you're up north, it's like a chocolate torte, basically. Mm-hmm. So it was just like a chocolate pudding with whipped cream on top.
Yep.
Super good.
Yeah, it was.
The options that they had that we had no idea what they were was a chess pie.
Chess pie was, the way he described it was, it's a pecan pie without the pecans.
Correct. And he said all the goodness of the pie.
All the good sweetness, however he described it. But so there was that, and then the steeplechase pie. That one was pecans.
That was a pecan pie, but
it also had things like chocolate chips and things like that.
Yeah.
So that, I mean, I'm not a huge pecan guy, but the chocolate chips kind of started to get me a little bit.
I don't even like pecans, or as they say down here, pecans.
Yeah.
But I almost did, just to see what
I was
what
too.
it was all about.
Yeah.
Like,
yep, I almost got it too. I was really close.
And then what's the other one that they have all the time? They have one other one, I think.
I forget what the other name of the pie was.
Oh, it was coconut.
Coconut. Yep.
Yeah.
It was coconut.
And I don't do coconut.
The one thing that I like, the first thing that drew my attention with the desserts was the only thing that I remember, and it might not be the only one that isn't a pie, but there was one thing, was the banana pudding.
Yes.
So that actually looked pretty good too. I think it said like came with like vanilla wafers.
And I think
stuff.
that was the only non.
I think it
pie.
was. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I don't have the menu in front of me for the desserts, just for the main food, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was. So, but yeah, it was great. The desserts were fantastic. I have no complaints about this place. I can't think. Can you think of a negative?
This isn't my first time. I've been there a few times. This was Chris's first time.
It was.
This is my best experience, I would say.
I'm really trying. I mean, it's not like I typically hold back on negatives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't. The whole experience was great. I can't think of.
You go first then. I mean, this being a tourist spot, people are going to read, this is a must-hit spot.
Yeah, it is.
What do you think?
It's a must-hit. Absolutely.
I agree.
I mean, a lot of the tourist spots, you're like, take it or leave it. I could go. I'm happy I did it because it's on the tourist list and things like that. You know. I think this is still it's a tourist attraction for sure. I mean, I'm not going here once a week, as good as it was. I mean, took me just over 30 minutes to get there from Nolensville. So, it's great.
We're actually closer to it than a lot of other areas.
Right.
Even in Nashville. So
yeah, but I'm still, I mean, not once a week. No, I mean, twice a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go check it out. And this is, again, like I typically come from like the family side of things. I would 100% bring the kids here.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, they would do great there.
The atmosphere, just everything about it, the food, like they would love it there.
Right. And like one of the things with the really busy restaurants, like when you bring kids to those places is like, what are they going to do during the wait time?
Mm-hmm.
They have things for the kids to do. You have like the gift shop. You have a ton of things for like to keep them occupied.
Right.
You know what I mean? So the wait with the kids wouldn't be a big deal at all. And then there's plenty on the menu for them to choose from that they would like. I mean, what I got today, they would kill it.
Oh,
both
yeah.
of them.
You can also go on their website and you can get on the waiting list. So it's actually pretty easy to do it. Or you can just go up to the window and essentially they do it all through Open Table anyway. Mm-hmm. So you can just go to Open Table, do it on the website, or do it in person. Yep.
Yeah, really easy. But yeah, from family side of things, I would totally bring the kids there. And I recommend absolutely doing it. If you haven't done it, this is one of those places I would say you do need to go to it to experience it. It's not just the restaurant part. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of stuff around there that I think is pretty cool. So
if it's between this and Biscuit Love and you only have a chance to do one time-wise, do this one.
Well, if you're in the city already, I'm still going to Biscuit Love.
Yeah, well, you got candy there too.
Yeah. So, but yeah, no, it was really good. I mean, I'd give it. I'm in the 8.5 range again.
Same.
Yeah,
that's where I am.
8.5. I mean, what do I improve on? I think that I would probably have to go one or two more times and have the same type of experience in order for that to go up.
Right.
But I think that just from what I saw today, I mean, I absolutely think it has that potential to do that. Mm-hmm.
They could go down too, based off going on say a weekend and having a line that's out way out the door.
I don't know that I would.
I would say a good average is 8.5 though.
Yeah, I don't know that like a place like this where ahead of time that the wait is gonna be bad and it's gonna be long. I don't know that I'm gonna really detract my score too much, as long as like they don't tell me 30 minutes and I'm there an hour and a half.
I'm fine with that because I can go to the souvenir shop that they have or the gift shop. I can go to the outfitter that they have there.
And plus, like you said, you can do it as easy as Open Table, which has an app. I mean, that's how much easier does that get?
Doesn't
right?
get any easier than that.
You can do that on your way there. That'll cut into your wait time. And then you have the things. You have cornhole. You have the gift shops. You have like all this other stuff that you can walk around and do, and plenty of things to occupy your time. So I don't think, like I said, unless I put in the weight and it says 30 minutes and I'm there for an hour and a half, unless that happens, I'm not detracting anything for a long wait.
No, I say I'm not even a Southern style food guy, and that place is delicious.
Yeah. Yep. It is.
And worth the drive out there.
For sure. Yeah.
And if you're out there, go see the bridge.
Yep.
Because the bridge it's like,
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be the 8th wonder.
Yeah. So that's a lot.
That might be. I might
be pushing it a little bit.
Might be a little overrated,
but yeah. So for me, I would say 8.5. You got 8.5.
Same.
The dessert was great. Everything was good. Everything was smooth. No detractors. Like I said, in order for me to like give a higher score, I would just need to go back and have the same experience again. Make sure that it's not a one-off, and then potential to go up. So
absolutely.
Anything else?
Nope.
Pretty easy one today. I mean, not a whole lot to fight about. I mean, this one is good. It's on the tourist lists for a reason. This one is. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Hit it up. The people are great. The food was great. Whole experience was really good for me. I will definitely go back again. Hopefully sooner rather than later. You know, now I get an excuse. I got to take the family, and then maybe we'll do we'll do a quick follow-up.
And if any of y'all go out, hit us up on the socials and let us know what you thought of it.
Yep. And if you see Chaz, you got a good waiter. So
yep. Facts.
Yep, absolutely. He was good. So everything was good. Yeah, absolutely. Like he said with the socials, you know, that's one thing too. We're coming up. I guess we could kind of say this. We're coming up on the end of of our season. Mm-hmm. We only have a couple left. So we're definitely going to be looking for some stuff to do over the Christmas break and everything. So if anybody out there has suggestions, places that we haven't hit up yet, definitely reach out to us. There's the email that we have on YouTube, but we have the social media as well. And reach out that way and give some suggestions, and maybe we'll hit up some different places we haven't even thought of. So,
all right, y'all, have a good week. See you next week.
All right, have a good week. Download our episodes on Spotify or Apple Podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram at Nashville Scoop Podcast. I'm at The Nashville Realtor, and Craig is at Real Estate Rockstar.